Looking to Industry 4.0, this is very much looking into the future, some of the technologies that we are looking at, how to leverage it. We are using this as an opportunity for manufacturers to look at rebooting and looking at some of their processes. Who led your digital transformation? Is it your CEO, your CTO, your digital officer, or is it COVID-19? It's humorous, but it has a message, right? We were all doing digitization or digital transformation. Every company was doing it at its own pace at one time. And COVID has actually nudged us to do it faster, because working from home is basically distributed computing. Working from home is basically challenging and asking you, can you get your people work from different locations into your enterprise and continue with the same or near productivity levels that you had in the past? What is the current state? We know what Industry 4.0 is. You have the cloud. Cloud is not as in the storms that is hit in Mumbai, but it's the cloud computing that we talk about, which allows you to do a lot of things differently. You're talking of the artificial intelligence, a new element that's come in the last 5 to 10 years in some form or shape, which allows you to now compute faster, better, higher volumes of data in very short time. You have networks. Networks, again, are not the WAN or LAN networks. I'm talking of data networks, where basically you could be computing or having your data across multiple networks, hybrid networks, on-premise and cloud deployment, all of those kind of challenges, which were not something that a manufacturing company looked into in the past. But now it's something that is coming and hitting the shores of each manufacturer. IoT, Internet of Things, which is the sensor, and this is where we start and get the physical into the cyber. And of course, the integrations. One of the key aspects is analytics. Your basic data analytics is now also and will be required to be on the cloud, because you're going to be crunching huge amounts of data to give you the analytics. It's no more reports. It's no more just one chart or a pie chart or something. It's going to be dynamic. It's going to be wanting to support what-if capabilities, forecasting capabilities, quite a lot of stuff that's there. What are the drivers? Why do you think manufacturing is actually forced to look into these things? If you close out, it clearly makes you lose competitive advantage. Our productivity in manufacturing has not changed for maybe the last 1.5 decades. We have kind of come to a ceiling there, and we need something to enhance and better. And the single or two-dimensional productivity that we looked at is going to be affected by the technology, the networks, the analytic crunching capability. All of that is going to give you a different perspective. New business models. B2C business models are coming to B2B business. Some of the attributes of B2B is going to B2C business. Business to consumer and business to business. Smart manufacturing, we are talking of sensors, we are talking of all types of MES systems, manufacturing execution systems, all of that come into play. Global computing of data. No more is your country or a territory or data in your premises of manufacturing. It could be anywhere. And of course, customers are demanding. There was a time when we just had wafers, or there was a time we had just one model of a Maruti or one of the other brands of cars. But now customers have got all types of customizations required. You have all flavors of wafers. How do you rapidly adapt to the changing requirements of your consumers? What is blocking? What is stopping you from getting into 4.0? One of the key points is disconnected business systems. If you put a financial system and if you put a project management or a production system separately, they don't form an ERP. They form islands of data. Industry 4.0 assumes that you have a connected system at the back end, and it becomes a strong foundation to grow and leverage the benefits of Industry 4.0. Lack of vision. I think that's not something that we in India are lacking now. In each industry, we need to have that vision. That's what I would say. We don't have a roadmap. Yes, my competitor is putting up a CRM. Let's also put a CRM. That's not what it is. You need to have a strategy. You need to be continuing to see how you can leverage data. And then you have lack of a unified data strategy. This is exactly what I just mentioned. How do you get your data across your systems, across your clouds of information, and analyze and make you to take the right decisions? So having said about what are the drivers and the roadblocks, let's quickly look at a digital journey. I'm assuming that you have a ERP. companies which have retail or companies which have specialized workforce, you would want to ensure that your production and your shifts and your retail shops are opened in such a way that you have the right people at the right place so that there is no drop in productivity. Something that was not a problem before. Know that the right people are at the right place to ensure the right productivity, acquire the right people into your organization. All machines could be the same, but it's the people that matter. Product innovation. Manufacturing as in discrete manufacturing, cycle, cupboards, cars, all these kind of discrete manufacturing has adapted PLM very fast. But I want to specifically spend a small time pointing it out that aromatic companies, consumer product ingredient companies, all these kind of companies, food ingredient companies, specialty chemical companies, these are companies which are missing out on product life cycle management. Still today, they have all of their PLM or their R&D being done, regulatory compliances done on Excel sheets by humans. This is your IP, and you need to have a centralized database and need to look at PLM, product lifecycle management, coming in there. Recording your customer, you would be developing products with your customers. How do you ensure that you have all your history at one place so that you're able to speed up your innovation as the market demands more than much? On the top right, you have assets. This is one area that every company is now talking to us about. They would have ERPs, they would have asset management or preventive maintenance in ERPs, but the demand is going beyond that. Use of sensors, use of analytics, moving from breakdown to preventive maintenance to prescriptive maintenance, which is now being able to be delivered because of the components of 4.0. Customer experience. This is where I told you about the B2C experience coming into B2B. The age is where you want to let your consumer or your customer, B2B customer, actually configure their products so that you don't spend time discussing back and forth what the requirement is. Looking at new services lines, service lines to generate revenue. So very interesting things coming up for Industry 4.0.